Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with an update on now Hurricane Barry, as Barry making landfall along the southern coast of Louisiana, a little bit southwest of Lafayette. It is making its way towards the northwest now. It's 6 miles per hour. Again, maximum sustained winds with the storm at 75 miles per hour. Now, since Barry is moving inland, it will begin to weaken here as we make our way through the rest of this Saturday. And show you the latest track as far as where it's going here from the National Hurricane Center. The latest track has been nudged just a little bit more towards the west. As you can see, we will see possibly tropical storm force winds over the southern edge of the Arctic Sunday morning. We will see it become a depression during the day tomorrow, and by Sunday evening it moves into the border section of Arkansas and Louisiana, and then the storm continues to move through Arkansas and into Missouri as we go into Tuesday. What does all this mean for the Arctic? Let's give you first a look at pretty certain now, as you can see how tight. You might recall over the last couple of days how spread apart all these tropical models have been. You can see how tight they are now, so we're not going to see much change in the outlook, obviously, as we move forward. Here's the latest from Robin Started Futurecast, showing you that we will see the scattered bands of showers and thunderstorms possible as we go through, especially the afternoon into the evening hours. We'll see a more persistent area of rain move into the region late tonight as Barry approaches. Now, we do have some dry air on the north side of Barry's circulation, which is going to limit the amount of rain that we see as it approaches. But as the center moves in, again, the more persistent, maybe a little bit heavier rains will occur near and to the east of its track over the eastern edge of the Arctic. But you can clearly see here that the heaviest rain will occur from South Louisiana into northeast Louisiana, and probably will avoid the Arctic. And then as we head into tomorrow night into Monday, the center of Barry moves toward north. We'll basically get on the wet side of its circulation. Again, all the precipitation and moisture so far has been on the south side of Barry's circulation, as we do have some, again, dry air on the north part of it. But starting tomorrow night, Monday, we'll get on the wet side of its circulation. We'll see some of those feeder bands give us the periodic chance for the scattered shower and thunderstorm, which could be heavy in spots for Sunday night, Monday, into Tuesday. Not persistent, but again, those scattered bands which could linger over certain areas for a while. Then we'll obviously see improving conditions as we go into the middle of the work week. Wind is something that we'll have to keep an eye on. This is one model's projection for today, 15 to 20, some gusts to 25. Again, the center will move into the eastern sections of the area as we go into tomorrow. I do expect to see some gusts in excess of 30 to 40 miles per hour from Natchitoches, Bienville, Claiborne parishes as the center of Barry moves through those areas during the day tomorrow. So we could see some scattered power outages become an issue, especially over the eastern edge of the Arctic, closer to the center of Barry, but probably we'll see even stronger winds further to the east, and then as obviously Barry moves away, we'll see the winds begin to subside. As far as the rainfall, you can see that now looks like an inch and a half. Texarkana, Shreveport, lighter amounts to the west, a little bit heavier amounts to the east, closer to the center of the track of Barry, 2 to 4 inches a possibility. But again, where we see more of that southerly pitch off the Gulf longer, some of those feeder bands could produce some heavier totals over southeast Arkansas and northeast Louisiana, and that is where we will likely see the best risk for some flooding concerns. This is the outlook for the excessive rainfall for Monday. You can see that risk over the eastern half of the area, and again, we would see not much of a concern as far as flash flooding at this point. We do not have any flash flood watches currently in effect, as they are all in effect to the east of our area, and we're going to have to keep an eye on the eastern side of the of this circulation for the stray spinner, which may pop up, but that risk looks relatively low for tomorrow, as we are looking at that risk probably higher over northeast Louisiana and southeast Arkansas at this point. Again, that will shift to the north as we go into Monday. So that is the very latest on now Hurricane Barry, which will briefly be a hurricane, will likely become a tropical storm again as we go through the rest of the Saturday. Could still be a tropical storm across the southern edge of the Arctic very late tonight into tomorrow morning, and then we'll see it begin to weaken even more as we go through your Sunday. So that's the very latest. Keep it here on ArkLaTexHomepage.com for continuous updates as we go through the weekend.